private keys that the wallet provides. And the best analogy is a keyring, not a wallet. Different types of wallets. Here we can see the side of custodials and non-custodials. In the side of custodials, we have exchange, we have institutions, we have people. The people has a price. And in that way, when we have these cryptos into a custodial wallet, the money is not ours because we don't have the total right to that Bitcoin or that Ethereum. We have only the promise of the institution that they hold our crypto. Remember, not your keys, not your coins. On the other side, we have the non-custodial ones and the hot wallets or cool wallets. The hot wallets are like MetaMask connected to the internet and with an interface used to sync transactions, for example. The cold wallet is a device that allows us to hold these keys in a way offline. We don't connect the wallet into the internet and we subtract the risk of an attack online. And we have a device that needs to be a device what we need to have access, physical access to this device to sync a transaction. And the ultimate way to hold Bitcoin or crypto is to have a paper wallet or a brain wallet. What is this? We need to remember 12 words phrase in the same order, and if we remember this, we have the access to the Bitcoin. It's the ultimate goal, to have a brain wallet or a paper wallet. Is simply to write the keys, the 12 words, and you have a paper wallet that way. There is other different types of wallets. These are newer, for example, the MPC or the social recovery. In the case of the MPC, is a multi-party computational. In this way, this wallet, the thing that does is to secure this key, these 12 words, and to have different computational units to have only one part of this key. Every computer that has one part is useless to enter to the crypto, to access to this management and manage the crypto. But doing the cryptographic process, this wallet, in the moment you need to sync a transaction, make a computational thing and joins all the parts of the key, and you can sync this transaction. And this cryptographical process secure that you don't need to trust in nobody else than a computer. In the social recovery, you can select a guardian of yours to hold the recovery phrase, I say. It's not that way, but you select a guardian, people that is from your trust, and in the moment you lose access to your bitcoins or cryptos, you call this guardian and say, initiate the transaction to recover the crypto, and you have like 28 days to claim, to say, okay, I have the keys and I don't need the recovery, or I don't have the keys, I don't respond, and in that way, the guardian is going to have the private key to access to your crypto. In the case you die or something happens, you lose your access to your wallet. Here with the different types of wallets, we have, for example, the different properties this wallet has. For example, the hot wallet has a high accessibility, an horizon of holding of short term, is a low security because it's connected to the internet, medium control because it's in the computer and we can access every time, and the storage is online because it's in the navigator. The cool wallet has a low accessibility, long term, high security, high control because it's forced, and the key is offline and is in the physical way. The paper wallet, almost the same, and the custodial wallet, for example, has a high accessibility, various horizons of investment, different products and different things. A low security or medium because you are trusting in an institution and this institution is managed by people and the people has a price and it's difficult to manage that. A low control because not your keys, not your coins, and the storage is in someone else's pocket, that way. On the risk analysis, we have the hot wallet for one side and the cool wallet for the other. The hot wallet is vulnerable to cyber attacks because it's in the navigator and we are trusting in the security of, for example, Edge or any navigator that you use, Chrome. We are dependent of a third party. There is user behavior risk. What is this? We have access and maybe we can do some things that are not secure. Maybe sing a contract, blind singing some transaction we don't know what it's going to do. In the other side we have the cool wallet is vulnerable to physical security threats. For example, if you have POAP, you have limited recovery options in the exchange. For example, in the custodial wallet, they know you, they have your identity, and if you lose the key to enter to the exchange, they can say, okay, send me your papers and I'm going to recover your access. But in the cool wallet, you are self-custodian and you need to be responsible for your coins. And that way, if you lose the key, you lose access forever. And that is really, really good for Bitcoin because every Bitcoin that is lost in a wallet that we don't use is another Bitcoin that is illiquid. Has environmental hazards, for example, fire, water, something. Technological obsolescence, that is if we have new coins or new things happen and the wallet is not actualized up to date, we don't have the possibility to storage that currency maybe, or the security is not up to date and we need to buy a new cold wallet, for example. Operational risk, if we send Bitcoin, for example, to another wallet, if we forgot the numbers, the public address, or mismatch something in the public wallet, we lost the Bitcoin. We send it to another way, and that way we have operational risk, because we send Bitcoin to another person, and that person is not going to redeem this Bitcoin to you. Whom do you trust? Evaluating confidence in your plan B. These are questions I think you need to do to yourself to really know whom do you trust. Do you trust yourself to remember these 12 words in the same order for years? Do you trust yourself to store this key in a safe place? Do you trust your partners or your parents to send a key, to trust in him and in his awareness and discretion? Do you trust your business partner to manage the keys of the protocol you are making, to maintain secure that keys and don't make rug pull, for example? In that case, if you don't trust in anybody, and you don't need to, you can make a multisig. What is a multisig? A multisig is a type of wallet that you have access and you can make transactions, but need an approval of a tier or 4 wallet to approve this transaction and to make it, to send the currencies to another wallet, for example. When you make a wallet, you select 3 or 5 accounts. You can select any type of configuration, depends on your necessities. But the commonly configurations to this wallet is 2 of 3. In that case, I have 3 wallets and I need 2 at the same time to make a transaction. This means that we need to have 2 signers approving the transaction to make the transaction. In that way, if we lose access to one of the keys, we don't lose access to all the coins. We can have the other two signers to make the transaction. The same with the 3 or 5. It's the same, but more institutional, I think, for example, a group of work. The security benefits are you are adding a layer in your security. You are protecting against theft, because if you get robbed, the cool wallet is stolen, and you need to recover access. Maybe this cool wallet can be one singer of the 3 that I need, and if you have robbed this wallet, you don't lose access to these wallets. And you enhance control, because every time you need to make a transaction, for example, your partner needs to approve this transaction and needs to be aware that you are making a transaction to send the amount of money you want to send. Okay, here is a tutorial on how to set up a multisig wallet. If you want to scan the code and have a tutorial on how to set up a multisig wallet, there is. It's really easy, it's about 15 minutes, it's not so difficult. Now, some best practice. In this chart, we can see a proposed way to protect assets. That is, for example, here, the hot wallet is a simple MetaMask that you use to prove any protocol or thing. I only put one, but it's recommended to have multiples. One to be addition and to try all the protocols and to try all the things and don't have money there. A second one to spend the money, maybe, to send transactions and to be connected to you clearly. And the other one to store value, really. Here we can see the hot wallet and the exchange. And in the exchange, there is not your money. You need to withdraw your Bitcoin from the exchange, because if you keep the Bitcoin on the exchange, it's the same system that the bank. You are trusting in an institution, and we don't want the institution. We want the self-custody. In this case, if you are going to sell the assets, for example, in the short term, you can send these assets from the burner wallet you used to be addition to the cool wallet number 1. This cool wallet number 1 is going to receive all these things you want to storage at the value you want to storage. And if you don't want to sell this asset in the short term, you have the cool wallet number 2. This cool wallet number 2 is only for receive in and out transactions, not to sync in contracts, nor to connect to the internet, nothing. These wallets don't need to know internet and know to going online. In this way, you're gonna have the value there. Maybe this cool wallet number 1 is the use to sync in a multisig transaction, or to be in a protocol, or to connect to OpenSea to save an NFT, anything. But the other one, the number 2, is not for the internet, only in and out transactions. And the best practice, keep it simple, store the currencies with a logic, your logic, but be aware that anybody needs to know how to withdraw this money, because if you die, you go. Secure the keys, make the keys maybe fire and waterproof. Have a plan B, if you die, it's over, and anybody needs to know how to recover your keys and how to redeem this value. Have a burner wallet. Use a burner wallet every time. The first transaction you make in a protocol needs to be with a burner wallet. So if anything could happen, or you had a scam or something, you need to have a burner wallet with a little amount of money to one transaction. Do one transaction, and then you know if the protocol is secure or not. In that way, you go with a new wallet, with the one you want to use, and then you make the transaction ready. This is for the more dense protocol. If you are in trusted platforms like OpenSea, you can go more aware of this. And the last one is test and iterate. The security is not a one-time thing. You need to do this every time and improve every time. And now, yeah, the last one is stay humble and stack sacks. Thanks. And if you have any question, I am here. Questions? Yeah.
What is the difference between multi-party computation and multisig?
It's the same, but in the multi-party computation, you have different computers, different algorithms to sync this transaction. In the multisig, you have persons to sync this transaction. It's almost the same. I think the MPC is going to be the way that the banks store crypto, not the person, because it's more difficult to maintain secure and to trust in the algorithms. I think it's the future for the banks, not so much for the person or maybe an advanced user. Any other question? Yep.
When it comes to the cold wallet, if you use the wallet, not the phrase.
Nothing hard. You can lose the wallet because the device is only a random word generator. And you need to have the seed phrase, not the wallet. You can go buy another Trezor, another Ledger, and put the seed phrase that you have, and that's it. But in that way, it's the same a paper wallet and a cold wallet, only to have one more layer. But a cold wallet and a paper wallet is almost the same. You need to store the seed phrase. Anyone?
So you show a chart, a table, and you have a comparison with the code, yes, this one. So on the last column on the storage.
Yeah.
So you say physical, okay, so by physical you mean your my keys?
The seed phrase. Write it in a paper. That's physical.
And when we say offline, okay, understood, I don't understand the first one.
Online. The hot wallet, for example, the MetaMask, is connected to your navigator. For example, Chrome. And you open different tabs and you go and Google from there. And if the key is online, you have the key into a feature of Microsoft, Mozilla, or...
So they're not my keys?
No, are your keys, but are in internet. For example, a navigator is easy to hack. It's not so difficult. And this way, a hacker can enter to your computer, see the navigator, and see your key, for example. It's more online. It's not offline. And that way, for example...
Trust wallet?
Trust wallet. Trust wallet, I think, is custodial. I don't know if... I think Trust wallet is custodial. I don't know. It's non-custodial. It's in your device. It's in the telephone, in the phone, and it's online. It's in your device and it's online.
So it's a non-custodial hardware.
Yeah. This, you need to have this and a combination of this to have a good setup. For example, short-term investment, long-term investment, and you mix it in the way you like, and that's the best way to hold keys. To mix this and to have the thing that you work more.
What do you expect entry-level participants to use, given that they are not technical?
The first thing I can recommend is to not spend more than 10% on security. If you have less, like for example 1,000 euros, don't invest in a hot wallet that is 100 euros. Till that moment, you can be safe in the exchange or a hot wallet, for example. Then every time you exceed this quantity, you need to go more technical and in investment in security. But cold wallet is not so expensive, €100.
So it would be like go to a cold wallet. Step number 2, let's say, after.
Yeah.
I guess what I this which innovation is
I don't know. That depends on Ledger and Trezor to make a better UI and UX. Because now it's improving all these things. Not the same like in 2020, but needs more work to make it safer.
it should not be. Yeah, but I'm not talking. This I mean, for the ones that are free to my mother, she's not able to do this.
Yeah. We need to improve the security and the UX into crypto.
You just use account abstraction.
Yeah, that is into the MPC wallet. It's going to be the new thing, the account abstraction, but I don't know so much for the moment.
You can log in.
Yeah, that's our the social logins and the social recovery.
But abstraction, my understanding is that you have a wallet that is a smart contract, and you can set up rules who is allowed to interact with that. So you can store, let's say, more money, and you can set a limit where you say I can only spend €100 a week. So then it's easier for a new user to make transactions without going through much risk. And also, yeah, you can have some mentors or something that help you to do the transaction. You can replace the keys. So if you lose your wallet, you can set up someone who can say a new user can.
Which providers
So the citizen wallet is using it?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
No, me,
Provider.
I'm not on the technicalities.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin is not here, not cyber. Probably it's something that we can ask, from their experience, because they're currently running on the app and experiment. So maybe Kevin is super technical, so probably he could give you better insight. But I agree with you. I think big companies, especially in security, they should provide, or facilitate easier way, for like your mother or my mother, that she's getting into crypto, the security features that it's a must, it's a priority that we should, consider. Yeah, I think it's on their role to do it. I see some advance on safe wallet, but still in process. Yeah.
I think there's two things that stand out from the ones that I know. One is Google Wallet, and they have the factor. You can create a wallet by scanning your face, but then you can add an extra factor like your fingerprints, and then you can add an extra factor which could be and I think they also have a way for when something happens to the guy, one of the factors can be some kind of service provider who also supports this case. I thought that was really smart. And the other is this is for Bitcoin, it's called
Funny man.
Fedi.
Fedi Mint.
Federated Mint.
Okay.
And it's essentially setup, but it works a bit differently. You create a pool together with the community, so your family, your extended family, you create a pool, and in this pool you have different accounts for every person. And there's people, technical people, who administer the point for them that they can recover.
Okay, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's being built up. But this is African developer who's developing this specifically to make it easier for communities to onboard their non-tech.
I think one of the biggest issues, like Matthias mentioned, is like what happened when we die, right? I mean, we know where we have the seed phrase and everything, but maybe our family not, and that's a cool way and smart way, to be able to recover the funds and send it somewhere else. It's really smart. Never heard about it.
All right, and then there's more as well. There's cell phones.
Okay.
In the scene.
That one I heard about it. Yes. I think in one of the last events, I heard about it.
I don't know how it works, but that was when I read that. I was like, that's pretty smart because everyone has a cell phone.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, thank you again, Matthias, for the presentation, and for the people on the internet. That concludes more or less the live stream. If you want to experience the real deal, you have to come in person to be central.